Welcome once again to Whiskey and Woods. I'm Jolly, your host, as you know. We're going to be reviewing a very good whiskey this trip. So stick around. We'll get it done. I did want to talk to you a little bit about summer and what summer brings. Of course, it brings fun, sun, warm weather, the beach, the swimming pool. So if you're anybody you know that snakes exist, and especially if you live in the South, particularly rural South, wooded South, you know that snakes not only exist in your local zoo, but you know they exist in areas like this and the rural South as well. Small town, Myview. But this is the time we have to be careful when we're out enjoying the summer. One of the tips, if you're going to hike, that is, if you're not already an avid hiker and don't have this information, one of the tips I can give you is keep your eyes on the trail. You scan 2-4 feet left to right across the trail. That does two things. One, it helps you stay on the trail, because I still do it. I still head off the trail every now and then, just not paying attention, just enjoying the scenery around me, having a good time, talking to you. But once again, it helps you stay on the trail. It also helps you look out for any kind of biting animals like snakes or anything else that might bite you if you surprise it. So yeah, I've come up on a snake or two, 5 at scanning the ground, scanning the trail like this. It'll just help you stay alive, help you avoid getting bit. Well, take a spot like this that we're coming up to. See how it's starting to get bright where the sun is hitting? Spots like this during the evening that you have to be careful about, because snakes and reptiles are cold-blooded, and they look for places like that to bathe in the sun to keep their blood temperature down or up. That's my tip. What's happening, everybody? Welcome back to Whiskey and Woods. Today, we've got an old staple for you. Jack Daniel's number 7. Bam. Alright, so quick note here. My dad was a big fan of Jack Daniels. Huge. He always kept Jack Daniels at the house. So I'm a little bit anxious to revisit this, as I have had Jack Daniels before. But before we get down to the tasting, let's see what information I can give you about good old Jack, old number 7. 40% alcohol by volume. That's 80 proof. It's produced in Lynchburg, Tennessee, by the Jack Daniels Distillery, owned by the Brown-Forman Corporation since 1956. Other information is a straight whiskey, as defined by the United States law. whiskey that is distilled from a fermented, malted or unmalted cereal grain mash to a concentration not exceeding 80 proof alcohol by volume, and aged in a new charred oak barrel for at least 2 years at that concentration, not to exceed 62.5% at the start of the aging process. The only allowed modifications to straight whiskey, that's according to U.S. law, prior to its bottling consist of batching whiskey from different barrels and sometimes from different distilleries, although only from within the same state. Chill filtering the whiskey and adding water to reduce proof while retaining at least 40% alcohol by volume concentration. This definition is established for production of American whiskey for consumption within the United States as per the U.S. Federal Standards of Identity for Distilled Spirits. The regulations do not recently apply to American whiskey made for export. There you go. All right, the master distiller for Jack Daniel's Old Number 7 is Jeff Ament, a company employee since 2001, became Jack Daniel's master distiller in 2008. He is the 7th person to hold the position of master distiller at Jack Daniel's. The mash bill is 80% corn, 12% barley, and 8% rye. It's limestone filtered water is what's used. It's charcoal mellowed. I'll give you some more information on that process later. It's aged at least 4 years in a new charred American oak barrel. All right, here we go. Let's see what we got. All right, color. Certainly not heavy in oils. It's a deep reddish gold. There's a lot of oak in there, as far as I can tell. Pretty color though, but definitely not a lot of oil. Oh man, that's a lot of citrus. I get all kinds of orange out of that. Let's see what we're supposed to get for nose notes here. Brown sugar, banana, vanilla, strong corn profile. Maybe there's a little brown sugar. Not getting much vanilla, if any. Corn. I've eaten plenty of corn in my day, but I don't get anything here. Let's see what it tastes like. Lots of caramel. Kind of a medium high sweetness. The alcohol is tame. Lots of brown sugar. That citrus is just a little bit on the tip of the tongue.
It's a good sipping whiskey. I'm curious, how would that go if I were to add a touch of water? I don't suspect that there'll be a whole bunch of change because there's really not a lot of oils there. I could be wrong. From what I can see here now, with the addition of that water, I'm getting a lot more slower drain from the side of the glass, which means there's quite a bit of oil there. Let's see. Makes the nose a little bit lighter. Okay, so everything's still there. It's just a little watered down. Of course, for those of you who do like to drink whiskey and bourbon, you have to drink it to your taste. You have to drink it the way you like it, because honestly, there is no wrong way to drink what you like. You just drink it however you like it. The finish. Obviously, I've altered the finish a little bit with the water, but and a lot more char on the finish, and it's a sort of a medium finish. It doesn't go quick, but it's not slow either. I think that'll wrap it for Jack Daniel's Old No. 7. I believe it's a good whiskey, or specifically a good sipping whiskey. I don't know that I would add water to it again. Might even be a little bit better chilled, but that's going to speed up your sip a little bit more if you don't want this thing to get mellowed out too much. Other than that, it's a good whiskey. I can understand why my dad liked it so much. Well, that concludes another video of Whiskey and Woods as we review Jack Daniel's Old No. 7. I do appreciate y'all and your support once again. Thanks for joining me here in the woods as we normally do. And as always, don't forget, don't worry about the best whiskey. Drink what you like, however you like it. Peace.
Hey, question of the day. Do you like the old staples like Jim Beam and Jack Daniels? Or do you like the new stuff like Cask and Crew? I'd be interested in hearing what you have to say. Let me know down in the comments, and I'll answer as many questions as I can.